If you don't have less than 15 minutes to change your life, then you're probably not going to make it, to be honest with you.
You're waiting on everything around you to change. But guess what? Everything around you is going to change when you change. Your growth builds your character, but your growth also exposes the intent of other people around you. Guys, I don't want to sound like some super knowledgeable guru, right? But it took me 50 years to learn what I'm going to share with you in this quick video. And really, these are the things that helped me go from a poor child, poor teenager, poor adult to having a seven-figure net worth.
Wow, crazy.
The first thing is this. Your income has little to do with your outcomes. See, just because you make a lot of money, it doesn't mean that you have a lot of money. Because if you don't manage the money that you have, you won't have nothing. I know people that make six figures every year, but they're living paycheck to paycheck. And then I know people that don't make hardly any money every year, but they always seem to have money. See, the amount that you bring in doesn't mean as much as you think it does, because it's not about what you bring in, it's about what you spend. It's not about what you earn, it's about what you decide to burn based on your habits.
And I'll add on to that, it's about what you keep, man. You can make, look, one of my students, I helped them go from just a normal 9-to-5 job and to save close to 15 grand. It is possible. I'm telling you, it is possible. See,
everything that we have and get in this world while we're alive, all those things are simply passing through our hands. And so our job is to manage everything that passes through our hands. This includes money.
Wow, let's skip this. Shout out to Myron Golden.
This includes people. This includes time. Anything that passes through our hands when we're here on this earth, our job is to manage it well. And at some point, when we're talking about money, we want to manage it so well that we have some of it to pass along to the people behind us, the next generation. Hey, I manage my money so well, here's $500,000 for you to use. Here's $1 million for you to do something with, right? That's the goal, and that's really the purpose, to be good stewards over our finances, good stewards over our life. So please remember this principle. Anything in life...
I thought he was going to add it here, but I'm going to add it for you guys. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Always keep that in mind.
You mismanage, you're going to lose it, no matter what it is, whether it's your health, your time, your friends, your relationship, your job, no matter what it is. If you don't manage it properly, you won't have it. The second thing that I've learned over the last 50 plus years is that everybody has a gift. Everybody is born with some type of purpose and gift or talent or an assignment that they're supposed to deliver to the people of the world. And oftentimes your gift or your talent or your purpose or your assignment, oftentimes that's not singing and dancing or being an athlete. It could be those things, but it could be all different types of things that we don't think about. And all of us are here for a reason. There's a purpose why you exist on this planet. And when you find out the purpose or whatever your assignment or gift is that you're supposed to deliver to the people of the world, you're going to move different. You're going to be more confident. You're going to smile differently. You're going to interact with people differently. You're going to look different. You're going to wake up different. You're going to go to bed different. And see, your real wealth is somewhere inside of your gift. It's somewhere inside of your purpose, your talent, your assignment on the planet. And yeah, passions are cool. And people always say, I want to pursue my passion. But passion is for you. Your purpose and your gift and your talent and your assignment, that is for other people to enjoy. Your assignment and your gift is to benefit others. And here's the kicker. When you're working in your assignment and you're working in your purpose and you're fulfilling and utilizing your gift to help other people and to bring value to other people through your purpose, that's where your real wealth is going to come from, whether it's wealth in money or not in money. And that takes me to another thing that I've learned and I've realized over 50 years is that real wealth is not just money. You can be wealthy in all different types of areas of life. You can be wealthy in a family. You can be wealthy in time. You can be wealthy in love. You can be wealthy in generosity. You can be wealthy in wisdom and common sense, right? You can be wealthy in some type of talent that you have. There's all different types of wealth. Wealth is just not measured by how much money you have, right? Money is not everything. Money is a nice tool. It's a tool, but it's not everything. There's more important things in this life than just money. And you don't have to have a lot of money to enjoy a lot of life. Being smart with money, bro, is knowing that money's not the most important thing. And money is not the only measure of wealth. Now, another thing that I've learned over the last 50 years is this. You're going to make more money in your lifetime if you deliver more value to more people. Look, you help 100 people, great. You're going to make a nice living perhaps, right? But if you help 100 million people, you're going to make a fortune. Think bigger and deliver more value to more people. If you're watching this video and you've been wondering for a lot of your life, how can I make more money? How can I build more wealth? Here's the key. Take your gift or your assignment or your purpose for being on the planet. Take that and deliver it to 500 million people.
Wow. Simple but
worldwide. True. Figure out a way to take that gift and that purpose and that assignment and deliver it to as many people as possible. If you can do that, you'll have more money than you can probably ever spend, and you'll have a measure of wealth, not just from all the money, but from actually helping a lot of people and delivering your purpose and your gift and your assignment to the people of the world. Now, another thing that I learned over 50 years is don't waste time. Time is precious, right? The older you get, the faster time goes by. Part of that is because your spirit somehow understands and knows that your time is running out and mortality is closing in on you the older you get. So things go by quicker or time feels like it goes by faster. So take your time more serious. It's precious. It's very important. And sometimes we kind of blow off our time and we don't think about it until time starts running out or when we can.
This man is a wise man. I promise you right now, if you're not listening or paying attention, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Somehow sense that time is running short. Learn how to value that time when you believe you have plenty of it. But here's the kicker. We never know how much time we have on this planet. So use it wisely and be intentional with it. Now, another thing that I've learned in more than 50 years is dealing with people is really hard. Listen, I believe that one of the most important things we can do is love other people. But listen, loving other people is one of the hardest things you can do. And I think that's why we're supposed to love other people, because it's very difficult. It may be the hardest thing you will ever do in your life, right? If you ever wonder why the manager on your job makes more money than you make on the job, it's because the manager has to deal with the people and they've got to get everybody on board. Look, I'm a landlord, a property owner, and I rent property out to people. And one of the absolute hardest things to do, the hardest part, is dealing with the people. It's nothing to fix a toilet. It's nothing to change a lock. Those things are easy. But just imagine having to look a single mom with 3 children, look her in the eye and tell her, look, you're behind on your rent for 3 or 4 months. This may not be the place for you. Let's see what we can do about transitioning you out of this property and into another property, right? That's a hard conversation to have. So if you can learn to deal with people in a way that's helpful for people, and it's kind and it's generous and all that, that's a skill that will help you greatly in almost everything you do, right? If you agree with that, guys, and you know that dealing with people is difficult, the most difficult thing you'll do, drop me a comment below and give me sort of a high five and let me know that you can relate to that. Now, another thing that I've learned along the way is that everybody has barriers in life. Everybody has these obstacles, and everybody has these things that are hard to overcome for them. Everybody struggles with some things, plural, more than one. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has problems. I don't care if you're super rich or you're super poor. You still got problems. They may be different problems. You're not alone in whatever struggle that you're going through. There's other people going through a similar struggle as you, right? Some people are born with a whole lot of money. Some people are born with no money. Some people are born with 2 parents, mother and father, lovey-dovey household. Some people are born in a bathroom alone and in foster care from day 1 and adopted at age 2. Look, people come from different situations and circumstances. No 2 people are starting the race in life at the same point, period. So here's the kicker. It's not where you start, it's where you end up. It's not where you
it's
begin.
true.
It's what do you do in the process of this life to get you to an end where you desire to be. The start is going to be different.
Deep.
So the outcomes are going to be different. We're all unique. But what are you going to do when you have the opportunities to get out there on that track and run the race of life, run the race of money, run the race of relationships? What are you going to do out there? And here's the kicker. We all start the race at a different spot, and we never know when our race is going to end. We don't know when our time is up. So you got to run your race, focus on what you're doing, help those around you who you can help, but run your race. And that brings me to another thing that I've learned in 50 years. And that is, you can't blame other people or other circumstances for how you decide to run your race. When you spend energy and time and effort blaming other people and circumstances around you and things you can't control, that's a loser strategy. Taking accountability and personal responsibility, those are your superpower. Because if you don't take responsibility about your race that you're running and you decided to run,
I'll say this, it's all your fault. Everything is every single one. It's all your fault. Everyone's self-made, but only the successful will admit it. So meaning if you're currently broke, it's your fault. If you're not making any money, it's your fault. Why? Because if everything was working out fine, you would say it's all me, self-made. Yeah, self-made millionaire, self-made loser, my friend. So if the quicker you acknowledge that you're a self-made loser, the sooner and the quicker you're going to take action and say, you know what, if I put myself in this situation, I can get myself out. If you realize that, my friend, you will begin to live. I promise you that.
To run and you chose to run, when you don't take responsibility for that, you end up weak. You end up powerless. You end up helpless. Because you're waiting on everything around you to change. But guess what? Everything around you is going to change when you change. Personal responsibility is your superpower. Not taking personal responsibility is your kryptonite, your weakness. Yeah, we can recognize the struggles of things around us and the struggles of people and the circumstances that present themselves in life. We can look at all those things and recognize them, but don't put the blame on them. Look, what happens to you in your life is up to you. What happens to you in your life is your responsibility. It's not a popular thing to say nowadays, because nowadays a lot of people are looking to point the finger other places and other circumstances. Capitalism, inflation, the price of everything is going up. Wages are stagnant. The president did this. The city council did that. My mother raised me this way. My father didn't give me this when I was little. And as a teenager, I didn't have that when I was little. And I grew up in this situation. I grew up in that situation. Look, again, everybody starts at a different place. Everybody has an opportunity, though, to make decisions, make choices, run the race the way they choose to run the race. Slow down, speed up, go fast, go slow, get this education, don't get that education. Yeah, you're living in this situation, but how do you pull yourself out? Listen, we all have issues. We all have barriers. We all have problems. We all have obstacles. But the energy that you spend blaming other people and looking around to see whose fault it is energy you could have spent on trying to win. Energy you could have spent on running the race harder or running the race smarter. And another thing.
Very true. Let's see the comment section real quick. Okay, if you got value, drop a comment, blah, blah, blah. So that's just the normal one. My parents have been dead for over a decade. Wow, so sorry to hear that. They didn't leave me with any money, but they left me with wealth in many other forms, values, belief, abilities, and ethics. This is my inheritance. I consider myself a lucky guy. You are beyond lucky, my friend, because it takes a wise human being to be able to acknowledge and realize that I wasn't left with financial wealth, but I was left with more than spiritual wealth and the wealth, the currency that makes the whole entire world go around. Belief, abilities, faith, and everything else that they listed. So it's all about changing that lens and seeing, what do I have? What can I leverage that I already have? Maybe you don't have money, but you've got faith. You just undeniable faith. You're just like, I know I'm going to be successful. You know how many people struggle with just faith alone? They've got more money in the bank, but they struggle with the faith on duplicating that and turning that to 1 million. Maybe they've got 10K, you're starting from 0. You have more faith than them that you're going to reach 1 million than they have in themselves. They're still stuck at 10K. You see how this stuff works? So if you start to control the inner mind, you'd be shocked and surprised at what will take place externally. You know, a harsh reality I encountered is that oftentimes old friends become new enemies. Whoo, deeper than the ocean, kind of like a potion. I'm sitting down crying my heart, that's emotion. Bars off the top of the dome. It's a tough pill to swallow when you come to realize that the people who you thought were the closest to you, ooh, okay, and they don't want to see you succeed, are jealous, competitive. Deep stuff, man. This is deep. Guys, if you agree with this comment, let me know in the comment section down below right now. And plus, let me know what you think about this video and what you're willing to do different this year, this 2025. What you're willing to do different to be able to obtain financial success and just abundance lifestyle overall. All right. Share, like this video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. God bless you.